Welcome to Go For Side Effects. I'm your host, Kevin Simon. You all know my co-host, John. And
Hey everyone,
how you doing, John?
doing well, thank you.
And today we got my special buddy, Shawn. How you doing?
What up? How you doing, man?
All right.
Good to see you, John. Good to see you, Kevin.
Yeah, likewise.
All right. So we're going to get into many topics. And Shawn, I mean, I've already had you on before. This is your second time on. And so first I want you to introduce yourself, and I want you to kind of talk a little bit about yourself and what you do. And then we're going to get into some hot topics.
All right. I'll keep it a little brief this time. I think a lot of your listeners kind of had an idea who I was, what I went through, the struggles. Um, just a quick reminder, I did serve 9 years in the military, did 2 years in Afghanistan, well, two tours in Afghanistan, '07 and '08, and then I went back in 10 and 11, got injured. From there, ended up being medically retired out. Um, and one of the reasons I got medically retired out was because I was diagnosed with PTSD, major depression, anxiety. Plus, I ended up having to have surgery, or ACL and reconstructive surgery. So, a lot of that played into fact. And for 10 years after that, since 2012, I struggled with opiate addiction. I struggled with alcohol. I struggled with mental health for 10 years. 2018, I decided to change my life. I got clean and sober and started pretty much turning my mess into my message, telling people my story. Started using Facebook Live to do that, and just gathered a bunch of people that believed in me and believed in my story, and just at the level we are now. For the last 4 years, I've wrote a book called Veteran Mindset 2.0. I've created a huge family. I opened up a nonprofit called Vet Life for Life. Um, I travel across the country telling my story, trying to inspire others. I consider myself a mindset coach because everything that I've got in my life and the point that I'm at is because I used my mindset. I believe our mindset actually controls every aspect of our life. And so that's what I am. I'm a mindset coach, an influencer, a inspirational speaker, and a best-selling author. And that's just the roundabout.
I would like to
Yeah.
tell each and every one of the listeners out there, all throughout all the platforms that we are on, Shawn does amazing work. I have seen this guy transform people that have come together as a family to help not only veterans. Let's get that straight. I mean, anybody that is having difficult with PTSD or any type of depression. And I want to welcome everybody to tonight. You know, that normally I do that. I want to welcome everybody. And so here is the great thing about it. I want to get into TikTok and what you do every night on TikTok.
It's hard, man. So I started TikTok about 2 years ago, and the reason behind that was because I was doing the same thing that I do on TikTok now, but I was doing it on Facebook, and I ended up, losing my account. I got banned, and I was angry, so I left and I ran to TikTok and I started moving my platform over there. And that's exactly what I've been doing, is just using my platform to inspire people, to motivate people, to encourage people, and let people know that they're not alone, whether they're a veteran or not. Anybody that struggles with mental health, struggles with addiction, I want them to see me and say, wow, if this guy can do it, I know I can do it. And so through hard work and commitment and dedication, I've been able to gain a pretty good following. We're at about 320,000 followers at this point. And every night, Monday through Fridays, I commit 2 hours to go live from 10 o'clock Eastern time till midnight, sometimes a little over. And I just go live and we pick subjects. We talk about SA, we talk about DV, we talk about suicide, we talk about depression and anxiety and military and whatever the conversation is, mindset, and just create a safe place for people to go and say, you know what, this is a place I can go and talk and openly talk and won't be judged about the stigma, whether it's men's mental health, women's mental health, whatever it is. I want to be a voice for people, and that's why I use TikTok for that platform.
Yeah, and I also know, I know John's got plenty of questions, and John's my question guy because whatever I miss, John's gonna have it. That's what I love
That's
about
all
him.
good. It's
It's
all good.
true. And you
Yeah.
know, and if I slip up and
It's
say
good to have a
something
question
wrong,
guide because I would forget.
yeah. but here's the one thing I'm gonna let John ask a
Okay.
question, because I know he's dying to. But everybody needs to understand, while I watch you on TikTok, it's amazing the people that come in there, that we're going to get into the Discord later, but how many people you have changed their lives. I mean, for the better. And so, John, I know you have some questions.
Well, I'm always curious because I know the depression is a thing that is relative, it is really misunderstood if you've never dealt with it, or if you're dealing with it and don't know how to deal with it. Because I don't think there's a right or wrong way. Well, there's definitely a wrong way, because the wrong way is, taking your own life, which unfortunately a lot of veterans do because they don't have a place to turn. But that's what our platform's about: helping people and working your way out of that proverbial black hole that is just a son of a bitch to dig out of.
Absolutely.
And so I guess, Shawn, what is, I'll just jump right into it. If you had to pick, if a person can pick a couple of the top ways to pull oneself out of a depression, into that spin, what does it do? What do you do?
No, that's a tough question, man, because everything's, everybody's different, right? Everybody, their techniques and their coping skills are different. In my book, Veteran Mindset, I do go down a list of ways that I've learned to cope. It's just really, mentally, the first thing you got to do is recognize it, right? You got to recognize that you are in a depression. You got to be able to recognize that. You got to be able to, and my second step to that is acceptance, right? So you got to learn, first of all, accept the fact that you have depression, right? Accept that you have depression, recognize that you're falling into a depression, and then what are you going to do about it? And so for most people, well, for me, when I start feeling those depressions come on, first thing I do is I recognize it. What am I going to do? I talk to myself. I tell myself affirmations. I remind myself that, I'm great. I remind myself that I'm a good person. I remind myself that my life isn't as bad as I might be feeling right now. Reminding yourself that you are a good person. Think about the success that you've had. Maybe you're somebody that has a journey, or maybe you're on a journey. I like to say every once in a while, it's okay to look back just to see how far you've gone, right? They always say never look back, but look back just to see how far you've come. A lot of times just by realizing, holy shit, man, I'm nowhere where I should have been. I'm nowhere where I used to be. That gives you some motivation. Listen to good music, surround yourself with positive people. Those are good coping skills. Exercising is a huge one. I hate exercising. I hate going to the gym, but I do know that if I do go to the gym and I work out, I'm going to feel better. Taking a shower, getting up, making yourself look good. These are just little things that we don't do when we are depressed. And these are things that you have to do to get forward. Take a shower, get dressed, make yourself feel good. Play some positive, inspirational music all day long. Let it just play through the house. Listen to it. Listen to some motivational movies, or watch movies, or listen to a motivational video. Go to your favorite guy. I always say, go watch some of my videos, right? Just do something that's positive, that's inspirational, and then also do your affirmations and remind yourself that, you're great, and that you're not going to let this depression beat you.
Well, I knew it was a loaded question when I asked it, because I find myself, and it just kind of hits you out of the blue. I mean, can't really pinpoint necessarily. It might be one small trivial thing that just sends you in a tailspin. And if you're not fortunate enough to have a loved one close by, it's a big struggle to pull oneself out of that. And you're right, listening to music. I know I've suggested that to some of my family members who have struggles. Listen to music. And it sounds so, well, that's pretty simple. No, it's really not, because you got to reach over. You got to find something, turn that something on, take the time to find a station that you like. And the whole time you're irritated, you're already depressed, and you're getting pissed off at every second. It's taking you longer to get there.
It sounds like you're getting all anxiety and depressed over just thinking about it.
Yeah.
You're already
it's a
ticked
real
off because
thing,
you're like,
right?
man, I got to find music. That's why I say, these are things that we have to be proactive, right? You have to already know, if you're a type of person like me that goes into a depression, even a little bit, even if you know that at some point you're going to go into a depression, have you a playlist already ready to go. Have you some good books on the side to ready to read. Have you some videos ready to upload. Like, be prepared, for, like you said, it could come in any moment, dude. And when I get hit with depression, it can happen just like that. I wake up and I don't feel it. And I feel like I'm going to go into this deep depression. Sometimes it lasts a week. Sometimes it can last longer, but, you just have to get up and fight and keep pushing through every single day and realize you're not going to let it stop you.
I just ask everybody for hugs and they tell me hell no. But Elizabeth has a question for you. How can we learn to take our own personal mindset to the next level, and how do you maintain the momentum to go further? That's a good question.
It is a good question. I think I heard most of it. How do you, well, I know how do you maintain it, but how do we get ourselves to a 2.0 mindset or to a mindset? Really knowing your own self-worth. Like, first thing I'd recommend for people is what I say is read my book, right? Because I go into the five life hacks on how to upgrade your mindset, right? So, mindset, acceptance, focus, self-worth, and recovery. So when you get those 5 things down, that will help you, right? Because it's all about the thought. What we think becomes our reality, right? So if you feel like your life sucks, if you feel like nothing's going good for you, then your reality is going to be that. You have to start loving yourself. You have to start knowing your worth. I always say motivation's temporary, right? What is permanent, what you need is discipline, right? So motivation is temporary. I always say, I can get motivated to go to the gym, but I have to have that discipline to keep going to the gym. You could be motivated all day long. You could be motivated to have the right mindset. I could be motivated to jump on this podcast. I could be motivated to go to the gym or get the right mindset, but to stay motivated is the trick. And that comes with discipline. You have to discipline yourself.
And to discipline or the motivation. Now, okay, guy, gal, whatever, whomever it is you're attracted to, maybe put something that you're attracted to look at that and say, well, son of a bitch, looky there. Now I'm a little motivated,
Yeah,
that sounds really simplistic, but I mean, and having something to look forward to. I think
yes.
Having something to look forward to, that is a big thing for me.
It is. It's big. Have something to look forward to. Exactly. Knowing what's coming around that corner. And even if you can't see it, believe it. Believe something good's going to come. I'm not going to get into the details, but me and my brother, we've been having faith. You keep the faith and you work hard long enough, good things are going to come. And you just got to believe that. And I've been grinding for 4 years, and God's timing is incredible. And it's just happening. And it's been happening, right? But you have to believe good things are coming.
And understanding the good, the proverbial bottle is not the place you want to go, because all that's going to do is throw you into a further tailspin.
Exactly. It's all fake, bro. It's all fake emotion. I mean, it's an antidepressant. So when you drink, it just puts you even more. You ever notice the people that say, hey, I'm going to drink and I'm going to party and I'm going to feel great tonight? But what happens? They drink and they get angry. They drink and they get more depressed. They drink and they cry because it's not taking care of the problem. It's just intensifying the problem that you already feel. So what they should say is that I'm going to drink tonight to feel like shit. Right? If you already know you're going to feel bad and you already feel like you're in a depression, then hey, I'm going to hit the bottle just so I can feel even worse. And then drinking or taking drugs does nothing but mask the problem, because the next day you wake up and guess what? The problem's still there, but now a hangover and less broke. Or, less money.
And now we're going to get into the serious thing of the podcast. I love podcasting, and I know you love
really
podcasting.
Good at it. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll get into it in a little bit.
But I want to talk about your podcast. I want you to tell everybody what your podcast is about, because everybody, and then I'll tell what our podcast is about for your listeners and everybody to understand.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I'll make it brief because I've actually taken a break. I've had so much going on, man. Like, if I had just the podcast to work with, I could probably keep going and going and going and going. But with me running my nonprofit, running the books, doing all these things we're going to talk about, I had to step away for a moment. And plus I'm an empath, so I feel a lot of people's emotions and it really tires me and burns me out fast. But I ended up creating 19 episodes on a podcast called From Struggles to Success. And the reason I created that title is because I'm not interested in your success. I'm not interested on how much money you have. I'm not interested. I'm interested in how you got there. I'm interested in your story before the fame, before the success, before the money. I want to know where you were before. So, struggles to success. And so, we brought on a lot of amazing guests, people that have been just through so much trauma, and you get to hear their story from first starting out from a traumatic event or whatever, and then where they are today. Kind of like what I do. I talk about where I was to where I am now. And that's inspiring. That's motivating because somebody can listen to this podcast and go, wow, you mean to tell me this person is literally living this life, but yet they come from here? They used to be here. I still get people looking at me like I'm crazy when I tell them I struggled for 10 years with painkillers. They're like, no way. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. 4 years ago, I was a drug addict, but I'm proof of that you can change your whole life around. You got to want it.
Yeah, damn right.
Got to want it.
And our podcasts, they're very similar if you think about it, but
Yeah,
different
they are.
because we target veterans. We target Desert Storm, Gulf War veterans. I mean, we target the guys that need to tell the story because ours is a lost war.
Right.
Nobody talks about our war. Everybody talks about, the other wars, but also getting veterans help, veterans connecting. And so, I mean, I'm even wanting to set up a team to literally, and me and John have been helping people, the older veterans. Guys, the Korean veterans have no idea about their benefits. They go into these crappy ass retirement homes not knowing that they have benefits. And that's
Yeah.
what's sad. And these places don't talk about it. And so the Gulf War veterans and the Afghanistan veterans, it's all going to happen to all of us. So everybody needs to be aware of what your benefits are, even when you retire. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It does not matter. You cannot take it with you go. But the one thing you have is you got fellow veteran brothers that are going to come out and help you every day. And that's what me and John are working on right now. We're trying to connect around the United States and people to go out and start helping. I mean, everybody has a veteran that they know out there that is family, friend, or whatever that's older, that's in retirement, that have no idea about their benefits. As I tell everybody, call 1-800-827-1000.
And I think one of the things that veterans, there's a lot of veterans out that didn't necessarily see combat. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they weren't in country. That doesn't matter. Yes, there are some things that you might have to be a certain age, or maybe your income doesn't have to be a lot. Just because you were a non-combat veteran doesn't mean you don't have benefits. And there's things out there. It's the unknown because a lot of these people don't know, and it's not like. I mean, yes, there's information out there, but the bottom line is a lot of the veterans don't necessarily know there's information, or don't maybe have a next door neighbor or something. I mean, there's a lot of us out there, but knowing where to go is a battle in itself for a lot of these people because you don't know what you don't know, right?
And my God, I can't believe I'm about to say this, Shawn. But y'all's younger generation, we just want to help y'all.
Listen, man, and there's people like me that are in my generation that are wanting to do big things. We're out here, we're wanting to make a difference. We're wanting to help, not just us, but even the older veterans, man, because we know every generation above us had it worse, right? Your generation didn't have what we have. And then the generation before you had it way worse than you.
Right.
So it's just, I mean, if you look at it, it's getting better. At least we can all agree on that. It's getting better.
Absolutely.
It's getting recognized.
Yep.
The VA, I would say, is stepping up to a level. I mean, they got a shit ton of work left they need to do, but I think it's being recognized that there is an issue in the veteran community, that there are people struggling. Depression is real, suicide is real, addiction is real, and I think that they're starting to recognize it. People like me, like I told you earlier, Kevin, I had an opportunity now. Like, I wasn't always big on the VFW because there's a lot of division between the other veterans and us. But I've been involved now with some amazing VFWs. I've been offered a chance to I am now the chairman of Student Veterans of America, which is now gives me the opportunity to talk to these veterans to help give them benefits, to show them their educational benefits, the medical benefits, and stuff like that. So I'm just honored to be able to be in a role like that where I can be a voice again for veterans.
That's
And
badass,
so,
man. That is so
you know what I'm
When did
saying?
you ETS, Shawn?
2012.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And I asked that question because, I mean, we were just talking a moment ago about, whether it's Korean or Vietnam or most of the world. I mean, there might be an age gap there, but we all clearly have something and we can communicate with one another.
That's
and
right.
most everybody is more than willing to do that with veterans. Veterans with veterans. It's a whole lot more likely than, going into a room and nobody's in there, a veteran. And say a veteran walks in and perhaps they identify themselves by something they're wearing as a veteran. And somebody across the room might not even be wearing anything, but they see that and they're like, hey, they're going to reach out to you.
That is
and
true.
then,
I tell you what, I talk to more veterans now. I mean, right now I'm in the process of helping 6 people get their benefits. And these guys really need their damn benefits and everything. But this is where
What blows my mind is when I talk to 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds and, that still haven't gotten benefits and they still don't know they qualify for it. And it's like,
right.
holy crap. And then they've been waiting, like some veterans straight up, bro, I've heard waited 10 years to get benefits. I'm like, 10 years, bro? It literally took me, well, because I was on active duty, but for real, it took me about 2 years to get everything. And I was just like, holy crap, dude, that's insane.
That's crazy. Well, we're going to get into the awesome part, the master mindset class. I want you to talk about that.
Well, if it's all right with you, I'm going to talk a little bit about my book and that because
Yes,
it kind of goes hand in
it
hand.
does go hand in hand.
So with this, right, everything that I'm doing and talking to people, there's one thing that I believe in more than anything, and that is we can talk all day long, right? We can talk, we can raise awareness, but I'm about solutions, right? And in order to find a solution, what are we going to do about it? And in my mindset, I was like, we do all these great events, we talk to people, but we really need to find a solution. So I wrote a book called Veteran Mindset 2.0. I'll bust it out real quick. Veteran Mindset 2.0. And you just heard me talk about it a minute ago. And the reason behind this is because I believe mindset controls every aspect of our life, as far as addiction, depression, drug, all of that. And so I wrote this book to help veterans, not just veterans, but anybody really, struggling. It can work for anybody, but it was written for veterans. Now, with that said, I believe in this so much that not only do people buy this book and I've talked about it, I decided, you know what? This isn't the only answer. We've got to come up with another solution. And I'm always thinking and I'm always trying to figure out another way to help people. There's another level to this. And so I'm in the middle of writing a new book, but it's also called my mastermind class that I'm having soon, and it's called Next Level, right? So it's going to be next level. So it's going to be the next level to this. And I'm not going to get into a lot of details about it, but just know it is a 6-week class. We are going to have a pre-webinar inviting people in so that way they can get the feel and see if they want to join us. But yes, it's going to be a 6-week class. People will be able to register and join it. And just to help them get to the next level, man. I'm like literally coaching sessions, literally, a couple hours every week, just really dive in and just learn about themselves, learn about how their mindset works, learn self-worth, manifestation, everything, and just give people hope and purpose. And so I think it's a really amazing thing. And I'm a little nervous. It's my first time doing a mastermind class, but with the support that I have and the people that love this book,
Yes.
there's no way I can't do it. So yeah,
It's
that's the
it
next thing I got going on as well.
it is so badass, dude. I'm telling you, man. I mean, the more and more. I mean, I would sit in there and I listen to you. But by the time I go to bed, I'm like, well, hell, I feel good tonight. You know,
Good.
it's exactly your
Yeah.
what
I
you
mean, I
do.
would say if I can motivate influencers and motivate people that also help other people,
Right.
that's incredible, man. You
And
know,
I remember the first time
yeah,
me and you met and we got talking. Yeah, I'll come on your podcast. After that, it was like, damn, you know, I mean, yeah, we became brothers after that.
yeah,
Now let's
absolutely,
talk
absolutely.
about the most important thing I think over anything right now is Discord. That
Yeah,
is the
Discord is huge.
most badass idea I've ever seen. Have you seen this, John?
Negative.
Okay. You have to listen to what he put together.
Okay.
So, so there's this app and it's called Discord, and it's been around a while. And I'm not going to take credit for the first one that's ever built, a platform in there. However, what we've done is it's another social media app, and anything that they need, we're there for them. We've done fundraisers. They've been on the phone with them for hours at a time. It's really good. So if you guys haven't joined the Discord, or if you do have a Discord, go check it out. I think my man's got the link. Uh, Join it. You'll have some people introduce you right away, and it's just great. It's a place to connect with like-minded people and a place to get help. Big shout out to my team. They're the ones that are running this thing, and they are doing a phenomenal job. My what I call my boss mod, boss baby, she does an incredible job. JB is the other admin. Then I have all my moderators that are literally putting in work every day, grinding to make sure everybody's getting the help they need. It's just
Well,
incredible. That's just a little something else we're doing.
sounds
So
like an outstanding platform because as you were talking, Shawn, and explaining things, I was thinking about the gentleman I was trying to help out today. And the bottom line is, Wade, I always give Wade credit when I think of helping one individual at a time, because when we're trying to help out one another, like you said, Shawn, we can all talk, but including myself, I mean, everybody has their okay, I can tolerate this for a point. I need action now. Okay, maybe my tolerance level is listen to somebody for a half hour, 45 minutes, can talk and listen, but I'm not getting shit done. Well, with the concept of having somebody right there walk you through it, like taking somebody to the VSO. And if you can convince me why I should go to the VSO and explain it and use the terminology, dumb it down. And that's not to disrespect anybody. The bottom line is not everybody understands everything about trying to get whether it's service connected or some other benefit that's out there to a soldier. Sometimes you just gotta lower the threshold a little bit. Here's what we can do, and we can do it this time. Some people need a specific time. Some people, okay, give me a week or give me a month. Some people, can we do it tomorrow? What are you doing later tonight? So I think it's a wonderful thing. I think it's great.
goes along with the quote that I wrote a couple years ago. And it's just it's putting in action, like you said. Is we have a call to action. There you go. I go live Monday through Fridays, and while I'm live, I tell people what's going on. People, they're like, dude, I'm struggling. Dude, I got, hey man, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. My mods jump in and say, hey, hit us up on Discord. They come to my lives, we get them to where they get help, and it's done, one and done. And it's so far been pretty incredible. It's incredible to see lives being changed. One and done, man. And it's incredible to see lives being changed, and the positivity. Even the people that's joined my family, I've seen growth in them. They're going back to school. They're getting these jobs. They're finding their dreams and their goals again. Watching a veteran come back from combat, or not even like combat, just struggling with purpose. We help them find that again. Hey, there's more to live to. There's more to live than just being miserable, and life sucks.
Purpose is a phenomenally huge thing. You got to have purpose, because if you don't feel like you have a set of purpose or some sort of purpose, you're completely lost. You're walking in circles and like, what the hell do I know? What's to live for? If I don't have a purpose, what's the point of living?
I've said that, bro. I've said that. I've been outside just begging God, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Why have you saved me through through all the trauma, through Afghanistan, through the combat, why did you save me? And I could never see it until the day I got clean and sober. And then I started seeing, holy crap, I got a voice. Holy crap, people actually listen to me. I can't believe it. Like, and now there's no doubt, like, I am on my journey. I know what I'm supposed to do. As a friend told me today, it was sort of like my gospel. Like, I'm literally helping change lives. And I see that now. I can't even put a number on it, man. I would just say it's been thousands of lives been changed. And I just can't even, it's just, I don't know. Even today, I still get a little humbled, and I'm just like, man, it's hard for me to really see that, because people, biggest thing they always say is, I don't think you really know. I don't think you really know what you're doing. And I'm just like, I know, but I just do my part. I do my part.
Yeah, I get emails. I love it. As long as
It's inspiring.
it is. Well, you know what? It's one veteran at a time. It's one person at a time. I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Coronavirus screwed a lot of things up.
It did.
And that really screwed up a lot of people's mindset. Hell, I see it whenever I'm driving down the damn road.
It did.
Oh, wait.
It was terrible, bro. I had, just coming into 2018, leaving 2018, I did my first speaking event literally like 7-8 months after I got clean. People started hearing about me. I did my first speaking event. I did another event. I did like 4 events. Traveled to Ohio, to Florida, but North Carolina, and then COVID hit, and I had like 10 events lined up, and and it was like, holy crap! For 2 years, I was at this stagnant point. Like, man, I had all this lined up, but now it's all gone, and it just, God's timing, man. And now I see, I was still growing. I'm still still got growth, and everything happens for a reason. And I believe now, nothing's stopping us. Our nonprofit, everything's going.
Yeah, I mean, every veteran matters. Every person matters. But to me, I focus on veterans. And for that, it's because I understand that there are veterans out there who are suffering. There are veterans out there that need help. They need the benefits, financially, and so that's what we're doing.
Absolutely, brother. I mean, it's great what you guys are doing, man. You're touching lives, man, and you're touching that generation as well. That off war. I say that you guys are the forgotten war. I say that you guys are the ones that people forgotten that's been out here. That you guys did go through some stuff, and so your generation definitely. It's good that these guys. Well, I say generation, but your war, right? The Gulf War. Desert Storm, was a very important part of history, and you guys did your part, and you guys need healing just like everybody else. So it's good what you're doing, man, and I'm proud of you, and proud of John, and proud that you guys are doing it. You're changing lives, and I always say, man, it takes a village, man. It takes a group of us to do this. I do my thing, you do your thing, but at the end, we all work together. We can make change. It takes more than one person. It takes all of us.
Amen. One day at a time, man.
Yeah. You're reaching people that I might not reach. Or I might reach some people that you can't reach.
Right.
Like,
Right. I agree.
Well, we appreciate that, Shawn. I mean, so correct me if I'm wrong, and my memory isn't so great. Sometimes I have a hard time what I did 10 minutes ago. But that being said, wasn't it roughly about a year ago that we exit Afghanistan roughly a year ago?
It's the worst. I would say that's probably like the most depressing time of my life, if I could ever remember, is that day.
Well, I bring that up because I saw it on an email today, and I was like, "Wow, has it been a year?" And I think there's a lot of vets that struggle with, well, we pulled out, and what did we accomplish? Well, you did your job. You did your job while you were there. I mean, you can't take that away.
That was probably the hardest moment I've ever dealt with in probably since combat, bro. Like, even with the drugs, the alcohol, that day, thinking about, why are we leaving the way we are? We left Afghanistan the way we got there. Like, everything we did, what was it for? What was it for? But then it's like you, man, it took me a while, but I remind myself and my brothers and my sisters and be like, look, man, we did our job. We did what we were told to do. We did our part, and it does, man. It sucks, bro. It really, really sucks the way he did that.
Well, I didn't bring it up to be a negative Nancy. The only reason to be honest with you, I brought it up because I saw it in an email, and if it literally is, we're at that anniversary. I don't want to let that go unnoticed. I mean, just like when we liberated Kuwait, I mean, we weren't allowed to go in and take out Saddam. That was a big negative. That wasn't
pissed
our.
me off.
That wasn't the operational objective, and it all. I think it pissed off most of it, if not all of us. You know, so it's like that's a bit of a sore subject. You know, yeah, okay, we got in the, you know, later on down the road. You know, but a lot of lives lost between the time that that individual was taken out, you know, and I don't know. Anyway,
the Afghanistan thing, dude, I don't know. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand the way he did it like that. It makes zero sense to me still today, you know. And just one last thing I'll mention on it. Me and my brother, we both served in Afghanistan. We served the first time together, 07, 08. We had Terps, man. We had Terps that's reached out to us on Facebook, bro, saying, "Hey, man, I'm trapped." You know, it's disgusting that there are people that served with us, that fought side by side with us, and they got left. And I could go on day about this, but that's something that, like you said, it's a sore subject. But yeah, it affected me in a lot of ways. But I'll never forget my brothers that are gone, and we will always remember that we did our job. We did what we were supposed to do, and whatever the outcome is now, at the time, we gave Afghanistan freedom for 20 years.
Yes, you did. You damn right, man. Y'all did a lot of good out there.
Oh, you can't take away what positive. I mean, their objectives were met. I guess a person could talk for days if one so to choose from. It was a political. It was a decision that was made by the upper. We all put into about. I wasn't in Afghanistan. I don't know anything really about it, but I just wanted to. I thought it was important to bring it up. Just like as in, you know, every war out there when we left. I mean, look how we left.
Every war is the same way. Yeah, Vietnam, you know, Iraq. I mean, even my brothers in Iraq were like, we come over here, we do all that. You know, okay, we got rid of Bin Laden, but now what? It's just crazy, bro. I don't know.
But you got to understand, you did your job.
We did our job.
You did your job while you were there, and I'm not going to pretend that it was any way, shape, or form easy that you've left. We all have a mind. We're human beings, in uniform or out. You can't take away the camaraderie that we had amongst ourselves when we were there. You did what you left, and you move forward. I mean, you're not going to, the memories, what happened there, that's not going to, you can't change it. You can't undo it, you know? And that's one of the biggest things everybody deals with. You can't undo. I can't get rid of that memory, all the negativity, because my therapist says, well, John, that's what everybody concentrates is the negative, because that's how our brain operates. It's easier for us to think in the negativity.
Why is it that when people can give you say something negative about you, it sticks with you longer than, right? So I could say, hey, you know, you're an amazing guy. I love what you're doing. And you'll feel like, oh, man, thank you. But then I could say, hey, man, I don't like the way you sound. And you'll think about that for a week. Like,
hell yeah.
It's because our mind is like, it's so much easier to think more negative than it is to think positive. But it's also, that's why it's so powerful. If you're able to think positive, if you're able to find positivity in every bad situation that there is, and find one positive thing, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. You know, there's good in every bad, right? There's light wherever there's dark. Like there's positivity out there. You just got to find it. Even if it's something as simple as, hey, I'm alive today. I woke up today. I got good health today. You know, I got a roof over my head. You know, think of one thing positive at least a day and say, you know, be grateful for it. About the pretty
turn
woman,
on music. Yeah, well, you got to get to the damn whatever and turn the damn music on.
Whatever's going to get you moving, whatever's going to get you motivated.
Man,
you got to pull up the shade and see the sunshine coming in through the window, right?
All I can say is y'all talk about the weightlifting, the gym. You know, I go by the gym every day. I pass that something.
You look at it every day.
That's what, hey, you go by it. Hey.
you know what?
I hate it, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I do not like working out, bro. But it's something that, you know, you gotta. I truly believe if I'm gonna be the best influencer in the world, man, I gotta not only be spiritually and mentally, but I got to be physical too,
That's
bro.
right.
You know, I mean, you got to be mind, body, soul. And I believe if you practice that and you at least walk or at least get your body, you know, it just makes you feel better, man. It's like every day I got one rule, and I did mess up sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but my biggest rule, my biggest goal daily is I got to make my bed every day. I got to make my bed every single day. That way, at least I know I wake up every day and I make my bed and I reach a goal every single day. I've reached at least one goal every day.
And I gotta throw a little. I gotta say this, because as soon as you say I gotta get up, make my bed, look at myself, and I thought to myself, Kevin probably has a mirror right by bed. Turn around, look at his. He's always talking about his ass. I'm sorry, man.
I wake up.
I couldn't let that go.
I wake up every morning, and the first thing I do, I'm serious.
Hey, bro, this is rated R or
Yeah,
PG, bro.
yeah.
Okay.
The first thing I do whenever I wake up in the morning is I get up and I just say, man, I can do it. I can do it.
Yes.
Every day is a new day.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have to be positive in life.
Got to, man.
I think that's a lot of people's problem is, you know, open the door for somebody. If you know what, take this challenge tomorrow. Everybody take this challenge. Open the door for somebody and tell them, I hope you have an awesome day and a blessed day. You'll make that person's day a whole lot better. If we would just remember that, our lives would be so much easier.
Having a positive attitude is definitely. I mean, I joke around, but in all seriousness, no, you gotta have a positive attitude, and whatever makes you smile, you know, whatever that something is, you know, you got to somehow or another, you got to find that.
I want to add one thing to that conversation really quick, because you were talking about opening a door for somebody doing something good. Well, in the program of Veteran Mindset 2.0, I have a section. If you read my book, there's a section what I call practicals. And basically what I do is I take each chapter and then I just break down certain like practicals to help you with that. And this is self-worth, right? And it's called, you know, building confidence. And building confidence is something like that, is basically, you know, doing more for others. That way it reminds you that you're a good person. You know what I mean? Like knowing that you're a good person, you can sit back and go, not for ego, not for a cocky reason and say, oh, well, I've done this and I've done that. But it just reminds you, you know, count what's the good things you've done for people, right? Hey, I opened a door for somebody today. Hey, I donated something today. I helped a homeless guy out today. You know, I let somebody go in traffic today. Like just doing random acts of kindness is a way to build your self-esteem and your self-confidence, because you remind yourself that you are a good person. And that's very powerful when it comes to self-love, self-worth, you know. So that's a great point that you brought up, man. I just wanted to bring that up.
No, that's great. I mean, the other thing is, earlier when you were talking about your group, your family, I want everybody to know it's called Vet Life Family.
Yeah. Well, the nonprofit's called Vet Life for Life.
Right.
Vet Life Family is a branch off of that, but we call it Vet Life Family.
And then and everybody who has a Vet Life Family, that's right, are awesome. I mean, they work together, and I you know, it almost like me and John. You know, we work together. I got more hair than he does, but hey, you know, hey. You know,
you're making
more hair than all of y'all.
But look, and Shawn does this, you know, like that.
I got a lot of hair on the face.
Let me get a hold of that at the
There's still some up top,
barbershop.
but it ain't a lot.
I hope I didn't offend anybody with the back of our body comment. I did. Everybody knows, if they've watched this podcast, you know, John's a bit sarcastic, and I'm gonna just try and make somebody laugh. That's really all it's about.
Oh man, you got veterans and patriots in here, bro. Ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody get But I mean, hey, why don't you come to Texas and let me cut that beard?
Bro, it ain't happening, man.
It ain't happening.
I'll trim it down, but you know.
Are you going? Oh, so you trim it down. So you're not going for the ZZ Top thing then?
I actually, bro, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'll try. But because that damn ring light. But look, I mean, you can't
Oh,
really
look
tell.
at that.
Yeah, look at that.
That thing
Okay.
was down. It was down to here, bro. It was long. I think when I met you, bro, it was growing
Yeah.
long.
But
I couldn't handle it.
but I saw a commercial of you. You know, you put it
Yeah.
out there. I was like, oh my God, look at the beard. Look at the beard.
I don't know how you do that. Looking at that just makes me itch.
Yeah, no
I'm like,
Yeah, man. It took a lot of getting used to. It even hurt for a while. People don't understand, like growing hair on your face, if you've never done it, it hurts. Like
Hell
it hurts the
yeah.
roots. And so it just took a while, man, combing it, brushing it, taking care of it. Just I love it now. Like I would never go without it, but I don't know, bro. Just I don't know. It's something that I adapted to and I enjoy having.
I don't
Uh,
shave because I hated that shit in the military. I'll be honest with you. I hate
actually,
that
that's
crap.
I mean that's why I obviously unless you had a what's the term what you had to have in the military if you're gonna have a beard? You had to,
a shaving
A
profile.
chit.
yeah,
A
you
chit.
had to have a shaving
Yeah.
profile or
Okay.
something like that.
We had to
Or
have
like
a chit.
Huh?
We had to have a chit, not shit. Chit. CHIT.
Shit. Okay, hold on, stop. Okay, what the hell? A shit.
It's just something that they called it, man. It's a piece of paper
That's something
that
they
they
call it
wrote
in the
out.
Navy.
Yeah.
I know I've heard the term, but
You got to get it from a doctor. Did you have to get it from a doctor?
Get a tip from a
Well,
doctor.
No,
yeah,
no.
we had to.
Yeah, the paperwork.
I mean, in the army, you had to have if you had a shaving profile or whatever, you
We
you had
call
to have
it
a
a
doctor.
shaving profile. You have to have some permission to grow hair, not what the hell, whatever a chit is. We didn't have
Yeah.
a chit.
Well, hold on, wait. Let's get something straight. At least the Navy uses shorter terminology than y'all's asses.
We're talking about the
there
Navy.
we go. There, I didn't say it this time, Shawn. He's the one
Yeah.
that brought it up. Okay, just for the record.
I just want it to be known that our terminology is a lot better than anybody else's out there because nobody else can understand a damn word we say.
Well, speaking of the Navy, and me and you might fight, Mr. Kevin, if you answer incorrectly.
Okay. Oh, shit.
I know you've seen the new Top Gun.
Oh, hell yeah.
love it,
Hell
bro.
yeah. I liked
So,
it almost as good as the
yeah.
first one.
Dude, I mean, I really enjoyed it, man. I know it's off topic, but man, it was
No,
just.
it's not off topic because did you know I was in the very first movie,
Oh,
Top Gun?
whatever.
No, I'm dead serious. I was the step-in for Tom Cruise in the volleyball scene.
Oh my.
Oh my God,
Really?
bro. I'm over here like, for real? You on the ship or something? Like,
Boy, you are stacking it thick.
But y'all got to admit,
them
dude,
Navy guys, I tell you what.
Wow.
well, you think about it. I had both y'all going, what the
Yeah.
heck?
I mean, but you know, it makes
you
sense.
had me.
If
I
a
was
Navy guy has an
reeling me in.
opportunity to be around anybody else, shirtless men, he would be first on board. So.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. The amount of money that I would have made being that step-in,
Oh,
Bro.
Lord.
I would have taken
Let's
it.
go.
But no, that Top Gun, man. If you ain't seen
It was dope. I loved it, man. Like, even just, I love how
Haven't
they.
seen it.
I love it, man. You gotta go see it. Like, if you watch the first one, like I was a kid, bro. Like, it came out in 1984, dude. I was literally like 3 years old. But
Oh,
But
God.
I remember watching that movie and I loved it. And then the second one was just like they start off kind of like talking about the first one, kind of gives you up to date. And then he's an instructor now. So it's like, oh my gosh.
right. And
I
then,
love it.
did they not pick the best guy to look like Goose for his son?
Oh, they did great on that. They did good on that.
Oh
they
my
did good on
God. Now I want to go watch it again.
And that's kind of the storyline. Like you had a Goose and a Maverick and Goose and Maverick and Iceman. And then you have that arrogant ass Iceman, but he's so it's kind of the same sequel.
So John will be Goose. I will be Maverick. And
Oh Lord.
Oh, come on, it sounds good.
It does sound.
It does sound good. Hey, I can dream. I can dream.
Hey, Shawn, do me a solid for like a brief second because I really like what you got hanging behind me. Lean to your right or left real hard. Let me have a good look at your flag behind you.
Yeah.
I just put this one up recently. Let me make sure I don't smash my dog.
Oh, that is so cool.
Say something, Shawn, so I can see it, because I can't see it until you say something.
So it's a combat engineer flag.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
hell,
I
no
like
wonder.
it.
That's why you did it. Never mind. Never mind. The Navy's still gonna kick y'all's ass in football.
That's my baby right there. Somebody well actually I ordered that one. I have some other pretty amazing flags, but underneath it right here what you see is I seen it last time. That's it's hard to
Ah,
see, but that is a well anyways, it's a plaque that I was given for our
Okay.
nonprofit. It's pretty cool. Somebody
Sweet.
had it made for us. So but yeah, got that flag up now and
I gotta get something similar to that. I was combat engineer. I wasn't a 12 Bravo, but I was under the umbrella of combat engineer. So yeah.
so
and this right here is my baby.
that's yours, huh? Yeah,
That's
that's
my ship.
badass.
AFS
Badass.
7, man. I love
Bro,
it.
let me tell you, man, I live in South Carolina, so we go to Charleston every now and then. And when we go to Charleston, I always want to get on the ships. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I go over there, I check out the ships, and I'm like, man, this is incredible. And I see y'all's bunks. I see what the way y'all slept for months and months and months out at sea. Like, I don't know if I could do it, man. I'll be
Oh,
real. I
yeah,
don't
no
think I can
shit,
sleep
man.
out there in the water like that, bro.
Oh, and if you go dead in the water, you're sleeping outside. It doesn't matter.
I
The
went
one,
deep sea fishing and I got sick as hell. I ain't
yeah.
happy.
Man, we all are going on a cruise.
Nah, bro.
I would be puking everywhere. Yeah.
But I'm sure y'all don't really feel the whole rocking, right? Because it's so big. Like I don't know. Do
Oh
you?
yeah, hell yeah, man! I
You do?
literally, I've been through 48-foot swells and
Oh.
and typhoons, and I mean,
I mean,
we
those are unsinkable
Oh,
though, right? Like they won't tip over. There's nothing that's gonna knock it over, right?
it never did when we were out there, and so
Yeah.
um, I mean now I know there have ships that have sunk
Yeah.
like in the past, but they're so well
Well,
built
yeah, we all know
now.
about the Titanic.
Go yeah, it
Well,
is.
that was an iceberg.
Yeah, yeah. That wasn't even a typhoon or any hard waves.
No, it's just
What
a
the
big
hell?
ass cruise
so,
ship.
so is your ship, Kevin? Is it still floating today?
No, no, they scrapped it for metal.
Oh,
It's
okay.
somebody's car.
It's somebody's car.
You
Okay.
know, we
It was
wanted
too
to.
old, man. It was too old.
It was Vietnam era.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it was Vietnam era. When we're at Desert Storm, I'm like, oh shit! I hope we don't get shot at. Yeah.
Yeah. You always make comment about I went in the Navy because I didn't want to get shot at. I'm like, okay.
Hey,
I could imagine being out in the water and going into combat and worrying about a torpedo or something.
Yeah.
Like fuck that, dude. You're gonna have me. We have to
now
get these little boats out here. Nah, I ain't
Now,
playing.
well, when we went in and we ended up with, we were mainly with the amphibious task force with the
Yeah,
Marines, but we were also with the USS Ranger and Independence. So when we got into that battle group, we were like, yeah, man, you felt strong. All them ships around, watching them take off the aircraft carriers. Then all of a sudden, when you have to turn to go get cargo, you're by yourself. I'm like, the Andrew J. Higgins hit a mine. You know,
Oh.
look at that gun y'all have, man. That huge gun, like just it's crazy, bro. Like I said, I've been to Charleston, man. Been on a bunch of ships, and I don't know what I'm doing on that, but I just see this huge, massive gun. Just you know, oh man, those things are killers, bro. I mean, we definitely, we talk shit, but boy, we got our
Hey,
guys out in the water that can handle it.
let me tell you something. The USS Missouri. Y'all ever remember that ship's been in several movies? Yeah, they declared war on our ship during Desert Storm because we had one white light on,
Oh.
and they thought we were an enemy ship. So man, they started turning the guns. We had somebody who fell asleep up in our signalman fell asleep, so he couldn't tap back and forth the lights, saying, "Man, I tell you what, when they finally turned their gun, everything was done. I was like, excuse me, I got to go clean my drawers." I mean, it was
I
scary as
bet
hell.
so. I
But
bet
no,
so.
I mean, I really didn't have to. But I got up there. I mean, I was breathing hard. I mean, I guarantee you would
I
have
might have been
taken.
kicking that dude in the butt.
Oh, oh yeah, that guy lost some rank right there, brother.
I bet so. And he should too.
You're damn right, man. You know, you get put in them situations, our own. And I mean, the Missouri would have kicked our ass. I, if I would
Yeah,
have saw
friendly
one shot,
fire.
I'm
Not
going
good.
overboard.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah,
like the
good
Titanic.
point.
Hey, I'll go overboard and swim. I ain't gonna stay on there.
I'll never let you go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I let your ass go. No, man, but you know, it was a great night tonight. I'm so glad you came on, and you know, John, before we hop off, do you have anything you'd like to say?
No, I just appreciate coming on, Shawn. Thank you so much. I mean, it's a pleasure. I think we've talked before. Like I said, I got a crappy memory, but you got great things going on. We appreciate what you're doing. So,
Nothing but respect, man. I love being here. I know we got some bigger things coming in the future, and we're gonna definitely see a lot more of each other. And if it's okay, if I could drop a plug, let everybody know about my event in December.
No, I want it dropped. Yep.
Okay, so for everybody that does what we were talking about with everything, I do have a nonprofit. It's called Vet Life for Life. You guys, we do a 22K for 22 every year. You guys know what that is. 22 veterans are estimated to take their life every day to suicide. So we raise awareness by walking, running, marching, whatever you want to do. And we're doing it again in South Carolina at home, South Carolina on December the 10th. We're calling it the Christmas 22K. We're going to hopefully raise enough funds this year where we can actually buy Christmas for kids
that'd be
of
great.
veteran families, you know, because there's a lot of veterans that don't, like we talked about today, man, they just don't have the support. They don't have money.
Sure.
And so we want to give back to those kids. So anything that you guys can donate would be amazing. You could hit me up or hit Kevin up or whatever. We'll get you the information, PayPal, all that kind of stuff. You go to Facebook, you can type in 22K for 22 and find it on Facebook and register and buy a ticket. The tickets are limited right now for only $22. Y'all can register. And so again, that money will go towards the event. Big shout out to BPMO. They are a management, project management that I'm associated with. Good people. Big shout out to them, doing big things for me. And that's it, man. Just check out our Discord. Check out my TikTok, Sir Veteran Guy, Sir_Veteran Guy, or The Real Veteran Guy. My real name's Shawn Laurie on Facebook, and that's it, man. Or go to Amazon and buy the book. Go check out my book, Veteran Mindset 2.0. Go check it out. And in the future, I will be dropping links for the mastermind.
And I'm also going to say this: for every veteran or every family member of a veteran, or if you're not
not even a veteran,
in my era of the Desert Storm era, go check out this Discord. They will help you. I will put it on my link. Shawn will send it to me. We can trade all of them to send it over to me. I will put it on my link and join it, guys. This right here is making a difference. And me and Shawn have worked together, and we love working together, and we're going to keep working together. And right before December, I'm talking about like maybe November, right before Thanksgiving or right before Thanksgiving, we're going to bring this out again. Talk about it. Okay, Shawn?
Yeah.
And, about what's coming up. And we may even put it at our shop and other places, and let's make this a big deal for you.
Absolutely.
For them
I got
really.
A good feeling about it.
I do too, man. I do too.
I got a good feeling that good things are coming. I feel like blessings are coming, and I feel like there's a lot of lives about to be changed. And I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited too. All right, everybody. I want y'all to have a great night. Stay safe and God bless. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to Go For Side Effects. If you have any stories you would like to share or just have any comments or questions, please email me at kevinsimon@goforsideeffects.com. Just to let all of our listeners know, we have opened an online store. All proceeds will go to helping veterans connect The link will be in the description below.